We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. For the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down and a run by Robinson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And now they'll audible to something else. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. Algier will try to pick it up. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll run with Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now the veteran of a handful of teams, it's Chase Edmonds. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Looking to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Robinson with another carry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
19 Dragon 60.
Back to throw now on first down. Man open is Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. And he gets this to Thornton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll look to throw now on first down. A short throw to Ingram. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Broncos at 6-4 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
2nd and 1. A swing pass here to Edwards. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short throw to Ingram. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll look to throw again. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Come on. 70,
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Better play man defense with somebody else.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. You're not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 2nd and 6. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
26, Mike, 26.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Learn how to change your fucking formation sometime.
Football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. He'll get that complete to Franklin. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw again. Open man right side is Ingram. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
26 Watch the slip.
He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 2nd and 3. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses. defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
26 months. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Evan Ingram, a 24.
Better be glad I'm trying to watch that whole game. Better be glad. I was going to shut your ass out.
Full connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose again. He's on his way. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Damn, the game in overtime.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter action in Denver. They'll drop the throw. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, he'll drop the throw. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. He'll drop the throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Try somebody else. Don't try me. That's why I switched the man at the last minute. Let's go.
In this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. About set to begin the next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Now they'll change things up. On third down, he'll drop the throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there. And now second down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyquan Thornton with an amazing diving catch. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos on the field ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's second and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2nd and 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons will take over here as they get up to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The CD down big, but they're still smashing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game. It seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
49, guys. Mike, 49. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Shift.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. He's got room at the 30. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 24. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles. That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, it's caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. And now they'll shift things around. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just did their best, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they just continue to lead right away, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On third down, Robinson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it's never easy to come